Let's make this textured wrist warmer.
To make your wrist warmer, you're going to need just about 50 grams. That's about 50 meters. 100 meters for two of double knit yarn. I'm using this double knit yarn, a 4mm hook, a 3.5mm hook, a darning needle, and a pair of scissors. With my 3.5mm, I'm going to make a chain of 11. So make a slip knot and make a chain of 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then in the second stitch from the hook, you're going to work a single crochet. So you insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and continue until the end of the row. At the end of the row, you're going to have a total of 10 stitches. And then you're going to chain 1 and turn. To have nice edges, we're going to be single crocheting in the same stitch. So the chain 1 stitch doesn't count as a stitch. So single crochet in the same stitch. And then back loop single crochet in the next 8 stitches. So back loop is a stitch away from you, is a loop away from you. Insert, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and continue working like this until you have 1 stitch left. And in the last stitch, you're going to work through both loops, not one loop, so that you have nice clean edges. Row 3 will be exactly the same as row 2. So we start with the single crochet in the same stitch through both loops and then back loop the 8 stitches. And then with a single crochet in the last stitch. So you're going to continue until you have a total of 30 rows. So I'm going to go off camera and work my 30 rows, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to start working the other part of the glove. So I'm done with my 30 rows, and in the last stitch I'm not going to chain 1 as usual. If you need to make a bigger or smaller size, just put it around your wrist. Just make sure that it's snug fitting because yarn stretches, so you don't want it to be too loose. And then we're going to join this, okay, by slip stitching. So you simply just insert your hook to the other side of your piece and pull through, and then do that with all the stitches until the end. Just make sure you're going through both loops when you're doing a slip stitch, and you're following the stitches because the equal number of stitches on both sides of your piece. You can weave in that tail. Now that you're done, this will be the wrong side of your work, and then you're going to turn it to the other side. Now you're going to pick up your 4mm hook and start working the hand, if I put it that way. So you're going to chain 3 to 3 and turn it to the wrong side. See, we're going to be working, the first row will be worked on the wrong side. And you need to make sure that you have an even number of stitches. That's also very, very important to the pattern. So to start, you're going to work double crochets in each row. Yarn over, insert hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and continue until the end of the row. So I'm going to see you at the end of the row. So I've now worked all the 30 stitches, and now I'm going to slip through at the top of the chain 3. This chain 3 doesn't count as a stitch, so you then chain 1, 2, 3 and then turn. So the pattern is a 2-row pattern, and you turn at the beginning of each round. So in the second round, you're going to chain 3 as I've done, and then skip the first stitch, and then in the second stitch you're going to work a front post double crochet, which is a yarn over, insert your hook behind the post, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and then you're going to work a double crochet in the skipped stitch. So yarn over and work a double crochet in the skipped stitch. Then next, you skip the stitch and work a front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then yarn over and work in the skipped stitch. Skip a stitch, front post double crochet, yarn over and work a double crochet in the skipped stitch, and continue until the end of the row. And then slip stitch at the top of the chain 3 and pull through. 1, 2, 3. So from here you're going to work the next 4 rows, repeating the first row and the second row. So I'm going to work my third row as double crochets. So your odd number rows are double crochets, and your even number rows are the front post double crochet pattern. So I'm going to work row 3, 4, 5 and 6 of camera, repeating rows 1 and 2. Then I'm going to come back and we're going to make the opening for the thumb. So I'll see you when I've reached row 6. So I've finished with my 6 rows, and now we're going to make an opening for the thumb. So let me just slip stitch here, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is my double crochet row. So I'm going to work 12 double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, and then you're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to skip 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then work the 12 stitches until the end of the round. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, if you have adjusted the number of stitches, just make sure that your number of stitches on this side and on this side are the same, and you are skipping 6 stitches there, and then slip stitch and pull through and chain 3 and turn. For kids size, I would say skip 4 and not 6. So this is a skip front post row, so we're going to skip and work the front post and then work in the skip stitch. Do this 6 times until you get to where you have made the chain. So you've worked your 12 stitches, and when you get to the chain, you're just going to single crochet across all the 6 stitches. One, two, three, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then you're going to work the front post. You're going to skip the next double crochet and work your front post, double crochet, and go back and work a double crochet in the skip stitch and continue until the end of the row. And I'm now at the end of the row, and I'm going to slip stitch at the top as per usual, and then chain 3 and turn. And this round we're going to work it the same as the first round. We will work double crochets in all the stitches. So we're now done with forming the thumb, opening for the thumb, and we're just going to continue working the pattern for 4 more rows, and then we're done. So I'm just going to work a double crochet around here, and then I'm gonna continue working my pattern until I have 12 rows in total. So repeat your 2 rows until you have 12 rows in total from the beginning here. So I finished with my 12 rows, as you can see, and in the last round we're just going to work single crochet. So you're not going to turn, you're going to chain 1, work a single crochet in the same stitch, and then work a single crochet in all the stitches around. And at the end, you're just going to slip stitch through that first stitch you made in the same stitch and pull through, and you're done. You can go ahead and weave in your ends, and voila,